My name is Mose Buchele, and I'm a reporter in the KUT newsroom, focusing on energy and environmental issues here in the state of Texas. I went to college in Montreal, Quebec. I started in journalism pretty much right after I got my undergraduate degree. I was an English literature student. I got a job with the county newspaper back in the county I grew up in Western Massachusetts, the Daily Hampshire Gazette. That was the first ever time I got paid for my reporting. I got to Austin in August of 2004. I had some friends who had moved down here. I knew it was a great city. I knew the school was really well respected. Had wanted a little bit of a change of pace. I was in the mood for something a little more laid back, maybe. Working in the newsroom is challenging, but almost always really entertaining as well because of the kind of camaraderie that we've developed in the newsroom. We have a very small news team, and we try, despite our size, to stay competitive with news operations that have a much greater staff. We like to joke around, we have a good time, and we all just respect each other's work immensely. We've managed to put together, I think, a group of some of the finest radio reporters in the country in this one small newsroom, and it's just really exciting. In the last year, thinking back, there's the story that sticks out in my mind is definitely the story of the fires in Bastrop County, which I was reporting from the scene. I was out there at the emergency center when they started opening up the burn zone, going out into the actual areas that were affected, that were seeing houses that had been destroyed. So that was a moment, I think, obviously just a tragic moment for our entire region and for the state, but also a moment when we were able to show our relevance and our ability to really kind of communicate things that were going on and put them in context that you sometimes see as missing.
KUT's Mose Buchele has more from Bastrop.
Crowds outside the Bastrop Convention Center, now the Command Center for Emergency Management, spend their time watching a huge cloud of smoke as it appears to grow in the east, and they wonder aloud what might happen if the wind changes directions. Firefighting activity appears to have picked up in the last hour or so, with more aircraft flying overhead and a crew of firefighters rushing out of the area when the wind picked up earlier today. When you do news on the radio, you need to try to, paint a picture with words, and you don't have the benefit of being able to directly show people what you're talking about. But at the same time, I think that can create a much more intimate experience of the news for people that are listening. This is like a public radio town, like people listen to public radio avidly, and they're big supporters, and they're very enthusiastic about the station. And it's also a town that is growing, one of the fastest growing towns in the country. From a newsroom perspective and beyond, our challenge is finding new communities, to reach out to and people to let them know that this is a public radio station, so that means it's their station as well. Music, news, all of what we do, I think, is always going to be facing that direction, and I think that's a good thing. My name is Mose Buchele, and I'm happy to be working here at KUT.